You're not bad with a lockpick.
Help someone in need? Help someone in need? Please, I need to buy food.
Yes? Can never have too much, right?
Can you do anything to
That
help
storm's
me?
worsening by the
I've
second.
done all
We're running
that I
out of
can
time.
for the wounded. But if that storm gets any worse, I'm not sure it will matter.
Hail.
Best head inland, traveler, far as you can manage. It is only a matter of time before the tempest over Sea Keep moves down the coast, leaving ruin in its wake. I suppose it is, but we were driven from the keep long before the tempest began forming. Sea elves infiltrated our defenses and slaughtered the garrison. We're all that survived. That storm will finish the job unless I manage to stop it. It's no natural formation. The sea elves are conjuring it. If I could get within striking distance of their sea mage, I could break his hold on the storm and prevent the destruction to come. But that's a desperate hope for one mer. I hope you're a strong swimmer, incidentally. I feel awful.
That looks shiny. Quick, while no one's looking.
Won't anybody help me?
See that? Bet there's something nice inside. Someone just left this lying around? Don't leave anything behind. What's it feel like, all that magicka? Give it all! That should come in handy. Please be a challenge. Please be a challenge. shouldn't take long.
Heal me! I need aid!
Here. This is the place. See that whirlpool? The currents are being drawn into the flooded ruins beneath Sea Keep. We should be able to follow them inside just as the Sea Elves did. It's that or we drown. If you want to back out, I understand. Good. I'm glad to have someone at my back. I couldn't ask any of my soldiers to do this. They've suffered enough for my mistakes, and it's just something I have to do. Come on, before the storm decides to sweep us away. We made it! Too many years on dry land. There's a secret door in these ruins that will lead us directly into Sea Keep's dungeon. I can unseal it, but there's something you should know first. I had another reason to come here, when I couldn't share around my troops. The Mawama are holding the woman I love captive. I have to free her before the reinforcements from Alinor arrive. Because Castera is a sea elf. She is, or was, I suppose, the captain of the crew that attacked Sea Keep. Assuming her mutinous crew hasn't already done so, she'll be executed. Ultima don't suffer, Mawama. Bait. These ruins were the only place where Cass and I could see each other. Our secret safe place. She would signal and I would use the secret door to meet her. Only this time, I was met by the sabers of her crew. They had her in chains. Yes, the blood of the garrison is on my hands. I killed them with my secret. I can't take that back, but maybe I can save what's left. The survivors, the keep, and the woman I love. I last saw Cass in the dungeon. With any luck, she's still there, and unharmed. I didn't. The sea elves waylaid me and tossed me in the dungeon as soon as I unsealed the hidden passage. They only kept me alive because I was still of use to them. I slipped the leash on the battlements, where their sea mage was studying the keep's magical defenses. There was nowhere for me to run, so I took a leap of faith straight into the arms of the sea. Barely made it back to shore, but I survived.
Hey, you asked for this.
Said not to come back unless I had plunder and a prisoner.
there's the secret door. Give me a moment to open the seal. Are you all right?
Pan? How did you... Never mind. Get me out of these chains.
I'll see to her bonds. Cass, I need you to tell us everything you know about what your crew is planning.
Is it just the two of you? I suppose it'd have to be. No one from his garrison would volunteer to help a Malma. You know the truth then. About us. You have to understand. The only thing lower than a mutineer to the Maorma is an Ultima. Consorting with one is tantamount to treason. Loving one, unforgivable. I made them party to the ultimate taboo. Now they're trying to wash away the stain. They're going to summon a storm so powerful it'll scour the entire coast clean, and this keep with it. There'll be no trace of my offense left, or anything to stand between Alinor and the Piandinian Armada. They'll be remembered as heroes. On the battlements, calling to the wind and sea. It'll be a hard slog to get there. My crew won't hesitate to lay down their lives to protect Ulsar.
I have a suggestion for our next move. Defeating Ulsar won't be as simple as rushing up the battlements and driving a sword through his heart. He has all the power of Seakeep at his command. It wouldn't even be a contest, but I have an idea to put us on equal footing. The magic in these old Maroons are the hidden heart of Seakeep's power. Without them, we'd merely be high walls and harsh words, save a few war machines. Cutting off the flow of magicka to the battlements might give us the edge we need. There are fonts that channel the power of magicka through Seakeep. If we seal them, it should prevent Ulsar from drawing more power into his storm, but the results could be unpredictable. Sealing the fonts will be like trying to plug a dam with our fingers. At best, we'll staunch the flow enough to weaken him. At worst, the strain brings the whole keep down on us.
Pan, your plan's insane. I love it. Where do we start?
No. You have to run while you can, Cass. Even if we stop the storm...
Stow it, Pan. I'm as much to blame for this as you. I'm not leaving you to fix it yourself.
You're okay turning a blade on your own? There's no way to avoid it.
They stopped being my own the moment they mutinied. Do what you have to do. I'll not shed any tears for these backbiting sea snakes. Ulsar's command of the wind and waves was the envy of my father's fleet. No finer serpent of the sea until he decided to sink his fangs into my back. He's always been formidable, but I've never seen anything like he's brewing up here. Just have to hope that Pan's plan to take the wind out of his sails works. If not, we brace for the storm and do our best to steer our aim true. I was making a name for myself on the Abetian Sea and caught the attention of a real bull-headed captain of the Ultima Navy. He chased me up and down the Blue Divide. Good fun, until a tempest tore our battle-worn ships to flinders. Left clinging to the same piece of driftwood in an empty sea. Between Maorma, it's the sign of a fateful match. With him, I thought I was cursed, but we survived together, grew close, and made vows when we thought we were sure to die. A Khajiiti trade barge pulled us from the drink and carried us along to elsewhere. Pan and I promised to see each other again and went our separate ways. We could have left all this behind right then. Could we have been happy like that? Who knows? Every day, the immortal king of the Maorma nurses his grudge for thousands of years of exile. Retribution against the Ultima is practically all we live for. My heart isn't in that fight anymore, but to my crew, it's more important than their lives. If you can believe it, I admired him as an opponent long before I fell in love with him. He was brave, tenacious, dare I say reckless. He had pride, but not the empty sort that puffs up most high elves. He had earned his command. I could tell.
The Ultima fonts are throughout the keep's interior, but we should be able to reach them on our way to the battlements. It was necessary for us to maintain the Ultima enchantments in those ruins. If they ever gutted out, we wouldn't have the knowledge to recreate them. No one knew the ruins could be reached from outside, except Cass. I told myself the secret would be safe with her, that it would be impossible to circumvent the barrier seal even if it was found out. I was lying to everyone, even myself. My selfishness brought this about. That fact sticks like a knife in my gut. We would have had to give up everything to be together. Our families, our status, our homelands. The shame we would have brought our kin would have been disastrous. It seemed the safest way, the only way. And yet, this is so much worse. There's one of the fonts.
Keep your weapons ready.
Slash across the throat quiets the noisy ones.
Please be a challenge!
There's a font here.
Ugh, really went splat, huh?
The last font is just ahead.
Too late to right the ship, Captain. Nothing left to do but sink with the rest.
I'm too stubborn to sink, Tenerife. That's why I was captain. May your bones bleach on barren sands. Damned fool. There wasn't a shred of hesitation in Tenerife's eyes. He went to his grave hating me with every fiber of his being. My second mate. Former second mate. He was like a brother to me, but he turned his back like the rest. I don't know why I expected him to be different. Not that I deserved his forgiveness. I betrayed them first. I made vows to one of the tyrants that exiled our people from our rightful home. I've lost everything because of it. Maybe I was right when I thought we were cursed. Maybe I was never one of them to begin with. How many of those vipers would have charged in here to rescue me from capture? Pan was the right choice.
Sealing the last of those magica fonts should have reduced the flow of magica to a trickle. We should get to the courtyard and see if it's affected the storm. The gates are barred. The locking mechanisms are controlled from those two towers.
Easy enough. You take one, I'll take the other.
Be careful. Once we've unbarred the battlement gates, we'll be able to strike at Ulsar.
Barely broke a sweat. Almost dozed off there. Don't hold back. Just when I hit my stride.
Damn it! I didn't see him escape, but I held out hope. I'm sorry, old friend. Rulatar was our ranking battle mage. I served alongside him for more than a century, but I left him to die here, alone, This should have been his command. He upheld his duty, fought to the end to hold this fort. I chose, selfishly, to follow my heart. I let down everyone who put their trust in me. If I have to spend the rest of my days making up for it, I will. You have my oath on that. That does it. Should meet Castira at the gate. This is it, Cass. Last chance to...
Don't try to talk me out of this, Pan.
Ulsa and his storm lie beyond this gate. No matter what happens, I want to thank you for standing by me. If it weren't for you, I might never have gotten to see Castira again. If this is goodbye, at least it'll be one with closure. Charging headlong into the fray was easier when I had nothing to lose, but my courage is intact. I'm with you to the end.
Ulsa's up ahead, in the eye of the storm. He drove my crew to mutiny, tossed me in chains, and nearly killed the man I love. I'll drag him to the bottom of Mother Sea if it's the last thing I do. You remember our vows?
They were the only thing that kept us moored through that miserable storm.
Let's do it again. How often are we going to see a tempest like this in one lifetime?
You always were the romantic.
Shouldn't the storm be growing weaker?
I said it probably wouldn't get any stronger. Damn him! I can barely hold my footing!
Keep fighting! One of us has to make it!
You can't tame the sea!
Pan! Your reinforcements! They're here, they can't see me with you.
Castira, wait!
Hey, you asked for this.
It ends like it began. The two of us, adrift among the wreckage of our lives.
But alive and together.
Fortune smiles, with a shark's teeth.
That look on her face has me worried. She's never this morose.
Ulsa's dead and his mutiny along with him. I only wish I had the strength to settle the score myself. If there was any justice in the world, he'd have been forced to concede that he'd never drown me in shame. I'll return home with my head held high. It'll be a long journey without a crew, but I'll manage. There's no shame in returning to port humbled but unbroken, though I think I'll steer clear of sun-kissed shores for some time. I love him for some reason, but the walls between us are taller than this keep. Just to see him for a few fleeting moments commands such risk, it nearly destroyed everything we care about, and more. There's no place for us among Malma or Altma. Did you witness a lot of coexistence here today? When we come together, we leave ruin in our wake. Take the sign for what it is. The world doesn't want us to be together. It's time we finally accepted that as the truth and stop fighting it. Pan won't take it well, but I think he'll understand. Thanks for everything you've done for us. May you see clearer skies and calmer seas than we. I love you, Pan. But we can't go on like this.
I know, Cass.
What will happen when I'm gone?
I pick up the pieces, or I find myself in irons.
I'm sorry. For everything.
I'm not.
The span between us may be as far as the sun and the sea, but you'll never be far from my thoughts.
The sun and the sea were never so lucky as to have crossed paths. I don't expect you to keep my secret, but I'd rather pay my penance through action, not rotting in a cell. It's selfish, but it's all I have left. I want to restore some of the damage I've caused with my own hands. I have to believe I can find redemption through repentance. Our reinforcements have arrived from Alinor. Tell the Battle Reeve what you will. Farwenya, I'm afraid we've left you a considerable mess.
Pandemalion, you're alive?
The moment of truth. I will accept whatever you choose to tell Farwenya.
When Pandamalion's soldiers told me he'd returned to the keep with a passerby, I thought he'd lost his mind. What were you thinking? I'm not one to commend recklessness, but I suppose we all owe you a debt of gratitude. I don't know what's more troubling, that the Sea Elves would attempt such a thing, or that they were able to seize Seakeep in the first place. I'll note your remarks for the inquiry to follow. The sack of Seakeep under Pandamalion's watch will reflect poorly, though his heroics today will temper the attitudes of the court. Your service to the Crown is appreciated. You've had a long day. See to your troops and get some rest.
I'm honored by your consideration, but Seakeep is my responsibility. I won't rest until it is secure.
As you wish.
I have a lot to make up for. More than is possible in a lifetime. But you have my oath that I will do all I can.
We'll take things from here. It will take time to restore Seakeep's strategic viability, but we'll make sure it continues to stand guard over our shores. Praise the Eight, and praise be to you for your bravery at Turinan.
I don't know how battle-reeved Pander Malian is still standing. Hasn't he done enough?
Be sure to check for hidden compartments. We're agreed then. We're here to cause some trouble? delicate and dashing. Think they got what it takes? I hate that briny smell when they die. Ugh. Let's do this again sometime? What a find! We showed them. Sorry, little guy. Thanks. I needed a stretch. Let's go! been worse. I'm hurt! Are you gonna make me one? Ooh! Really went splat, huh? Oh, no one is going to believe this. Look at you being resourceful. Was that it? Spiders with armor. Nasty little things.
Polished amber, yes, with light coming day, rolling light with love and yeah.
No need to look drab in your outings. Let's bring some vibrancy to your ensemble.
Bless us with children, Father above.
Yes.
You, over here.
Blasted high elves! Why do they make the jewelry so frail? I've snapped 3 rings just this week.
No, I understand. If you change your mind, I'll be here.
It's not easy. Going on a job? Won't do to get caught unprepared. Better make sure you're supplied.
My rates are reasonable, honest.